Hello, sir.
What's up, my brother?
Welcome to Texas.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Yes, sir.
You can be anywhere. I appreciate you taking the time to spend it with me tonight, man.
Let's get it done, brother.
I like what you and Snoop are doing, man, with the food stuff.
Yeah.
Ed Milet's a personal friend of mine.
Okay.
And I listened to your interview with him, and I like what you're saying. You go into the store, and nobody's challenging the same old brands that have been there forever, man. It's brilliant.
It's crazy that this has been going on for over 100 years.
Yeah.
And so to be able to be here now with what me and Snoop is doing, it's just a blessing, man, because you wouldn't think coming from hip-hop, we could think this way. And there's so many great product brands out there in the world. But we talk about building Fortune 500 companies for African Americans. You know, it don't exist. So, so we definitely talk about it. And
yeah, that's awesome, man. You know, we have it's quiet in here now, but we have a very diverse group. You know, I don't know if you saw the lineup, but it's, I come from humble beginnings here in Dallas, but, you know, earlier we had a pastor and drug dealers and ex-convicts and, you know, billionaires sitting in here, and you know, it's cool to see that they've all got that same story. You know, I saw something out there and challenged it, and what Ed calls being the one in your family that changes everything, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't mind tonight, and I know you saw the questions or whatever, but I'd like to dig in. A lot of people in the audience are the blue collar American. They may be the Hispanic roofer, or they may be the plumber, or they may be a real estate agent, and a lot of the people here are first generation money, like you and I.
Yeah.
And not everybody can go where you're trying to go in life, and I think that'll be a really good.
I mean, be yourself, man. I'm really not tripping on the questions. Just be yourself.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? Be yourself.
Marcus Barney's a good friend of mine. He said he's interviewed you twice. He's like, P understands the assignment, man. He'll roll with us.
That's it, man. Like, let's do what we need to do, and that's what it's about. It's about educating, you know, our culture and our people and growing.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, man.
So,
Well, I want to help. You know, and I know probably people tell you that all the time. I don't have ulterior motives. I'm not here to raise money from you or make a business proposition, so I don't want any of that. But I do want to help however I can help, man.
Yeah. So, you know, my main thing is about creating future leaders. And so if we could start this while these kids younger, then we won't have to go through the stuff that I had to go through. Like, the uneducated people in your family and lack of communication. I got a brother dead, got a brother incarcerated. You know, everybody come from the same circle, but nobody really want to take the time out to educate themselves or even talk about failure and how to overcome it. Yeah. So that's what I really want to get out there today. Like, it ain't about winning. The losing gotta make you drive and go get something out of life. So that's what it's been about for me, is like, go and get it because of the pain instead of just talking about it all the time or worrying about it, because you can't do nothing. Yeah. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Yep. What are you gonna do about tomorrow? You know, and I think we don't, as far as looking at the black culture and Hispanic culture, we don't have that. We don't have nobody go, oh, that person did this, they did that, and we don't connect to it.
You're that guy, though.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
Joe's that guy.
Yeah.
You know? But y'all had to make crazy music to get that attention and show them who you really are. You know.
Well, we're gonna show them how to grow.
Yeah, that's right.
So
you're showing them growth in real time.
Follow us on that journey, not follow us on this journey.
Yeah, I like that. That's what we were talking about last night. You know, he's like you. He's been in business for 30 years. Yeah. It's not easy. Yeah. A lot of snakes. You know, it's not easy to navigate. How are you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man?
That's what's up, man. We can educate our people. It'll be more. You know, like you say, you come out here to this place growing because the culture is putting money in behind it, and they doing what they got to do. They not sitting around saying, "Oh, we worrying about what that person doing over there, this one doing over there." No, you like, okay, let's take advantage of these opportunities.
Yeah, you're right. I was. That's why I like those EYL guys. You know, I was with them up in Philly. I spoke at their event 2 weeks ago, and I like what they're doing, man. Because it's probably the same for you. I grew up in a poor neighborhood, you know, $40,000 house, and the only people in my neighborhood that had money sold drugs or stole shit, you know? And so that was my first step into entrepreneurism. It's like, oh, that's how these guys are getting money, because they didn't have somebody like me say, you can get your credit, an LLC set up, you can go start a business, hire people, you can move cereal, you don't have to move crack, you can move phone sites, you don't have to, you know. Now we get to be those people for them, though. You know, the internet wasn't a thing when you and I were coming up either, though.
No, but it's a blessing now. Exactly. Yeah, but you know, I mean, like I said, it all starts with education. So
we're gonna educate them tonight.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir. You own your own jet at this point?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been that type of person. No. Like, if I need to go somewhere instantly, then I'll go private. Other than that, I'm more focused on, I'm gonna be on the plane with everybody else.
Gotcha.
That's just how I feel about it. I've been that way along my whole life. Yeah. So
during the pandemic, I started flying private, but I got a little system to where I got enough friends where I'm like, hey, let's all throw in $5 or $6 grand and we just go together, you know. So it isn't that expensive, but I couldn't afford the shit on my own, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it, you don't. To me, if you're not flying all the time like that, then you waste it.
Yeah.
Think about it. You just want to fly private because you can.
Yeah.
What about when you can't? Think about it. That's how life goes. So people don't realize in the bank give you all this money when you don't need it.
Yeah.
When you need money, they're never gonna give it to you. So that's the part that I look at. I'm like, I'm gonna get there at the same time. Now, if it's emergency, call a private jet. Let's go. Other than that, I'm flying with everybody else. You know, that's just been my motto. And then they don't want to see a black man with a plane in the sky anyway, so.
Why you think that?
I don't know. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like.
I parked next to Floyd's a few times. It's pretty popular.
Well, that's what I'm. Man,
but I understand that.
My mindset different.
Yeah.
My mindset different. Think about it. It's like, and that's what this about. We have to change that mindset. That mindset ain't gonna, you know, we can't take none of this with us. So I'm on a different journey in my life. I realize we can't take this with us. My thing is about how many people I'm gonna help while I'm here. And I don't care what other people are on. That's fine. They can do whatever they want to do. My whole mindset has changed that God spared my life and gave me second and third and fourth chance. So, like I said, I got a brother Dave, got a brother incarcerated. It's reality for me where I come. I come from the projects. I don't know, like you said, you was living in a $40,000 house. That was a mansion for where I come from.
I've seen the Callio projects before the floods.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you stand in a $40,000 house, most people I come from, that's made.
Yes, no, you're right.
They coming out of this like, you know, and so, you know, my whole thing is about creating future leaders now. So I know that's what God had me on that journey, and show people that you could come from poverty and you could educate yourself and you still could make it. But without that knowledge and wisdom, we're in trouble. So that's the most important thing for our culture. What I realized, the reason why we losing ain't that we poor. We don't have the same education. Think about it. We don't get that. We don't get that luxury to have a good education. When I was in high school, about to graduate, my counselor told me, "What you want to go to college for? All you gonna be is a drug dealer or whatever." Like, think about it. I'm like, huh? This is the counselor.
Yeah. Thanks for the encouragement.
Exactly. I could have got mad. Yeah. But what I did, I said, I'm gonna show him. I said, I'm gonna be a star. I left him with that. I said, I'm gonna be a star. You're gonna see me on TV one day.
Gotta see you every day.
Every day. So, but it's changing the mindset.
I appreciate that contrast there, because I have been not in the Callio projects, obviously, but I have been by there in New Orleans, and you're right, $40,000 house is a lot nicer. I appreciate that contrast. I needed that.
I lived in. Let me tell you something. I didn't live with my parents. I lived with my grandparents, and they had 12 kids. So I didn't even have a bed. I had to play basketball to go get a bed to go to college, to go to University of Houston. You see what I'm saying? So I slept on the floor my whole childhood life. But I didn't get mad or angry. It motivated me to get out here and go get it.
And now no one in your family will ever have to do that
That's
again.
what I'm saying. But I understand it still take hard work and we still got a long way to go. And I don't want it just to be me. That's why I hustle and grind the way I grind. Because I feel like if I'm going to be a real boss, then I have to open the doors up for more bosses. I need to create more millionaires. You know, so that's what this about with me. You know, how can we create more successful people that look like us? So, you know, yeah, so that's the journey I'm on.
Yeah, I was just up there giving a speech on being a kingmaker.
Yeah.
And, you know, in life, first they have to obtain success.
Yeah.
They gotta get the things that they needed, the material things that you desired your whole life, the nice house, cars. But then at some point, you're 5, 6, 7. You've still got continued success. You've got all the things.
Yeah.
You start looking for significance. You want to make a significant impact in your community. You know, and that's the true thought process of a king, is wanting to make a significant impact, going from success to success.
Now I want to make an impact on kids. A lot of these adults, we can't save them. Their minds made up. They there. I want to make an impact on kids because I know their mind is not mature. They're gonna be genuine. They're gonna be real, and they're gonna listen. Most of these adults are not gonna listen because they think they know it all. I don't care if it's family members, friends, or whatever. Why you think guys still go to jail on the corner? They go to jail because they keep thinking, oh, I ain't gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Police ain't gonna catch me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. In a child until you're about 25 years old, your brain's still soft. After you're 25, it's hard. And after a brain becomes crystallized, it takes a life-altering incident, incarceration, divorce, near family death before you change your mind.
Yeah.
You're right.
I couldn't do this what I'm doing at 25.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I wouldn't even be thinking
More
that
mature
way.
enough to, yeah, exactly.
Think about it.
Yeah.
But it's still not an excuse. But that's why I say the education is so important. Now, if I had the wisdom and knowledge and the information, then yeah. But without that, my first step was making it out the project. That was my first goal. I had to get my parents, get my grandparents up out the ghetto. That was my motivation. It wasn't even about me getting out.
You had to get everybody out.
Yeah, I wasn't, because think about it, if you don't get them out, then you got to go back.
You're sure right.
That's how you get caught up.
Yeah. You're sure right.
So,
you know, I think about it, you really are that guy though, because there wasn't anybody that looked like you or talked like you or acted like you, whether they were East Coast, West Coast, like you were the one that changed the whole industry, man, you know? And now you're doing it again. Is that why you pick cereal? Because it's kids eat cereal and you got a chance to maybe get in front of them that way?
if you look at it, right, I grew up eating cereal my whole life, right?
Yep, still
I grew up eating cereal and I still eat it now. But Kellogg's, all these major companies, these are family brands. That's what I told Snoop. These are family brands. How come nobody African American has ever done? We probably buy the most. And so I'm not saying we need to go against them. I'm just saying there's no diversity to put money back in our community and our culture because there's nobody own anything.
Yeah.
But even control it. We don't even have to own it. We don't even control it. How many black CEOs of Fortune 500 companies they have out there? It's 1/10 of 1%. So we can't even control nothing to put the money back into the community. That's why we committing crimes and doing all the things we doing. Because we angry and we mad. Because we don't have nothing. So that's why I be telling politicians, do not come in the hood to try to help nobody if you just come in to take a picture. If you ain't gonna change nothing, we don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
So you got to be on that page. How I'm gonna grow? What am I gonna change? Or you just talking? So the thing, what I realized that we got to stop talking and you got to show them success. That's why I told Snoop it's so important for us to build this company, a family brand. It's not the cereal. We building Brothers Foods. That's a family brand. They wanted to make this a celebrity brand. It's not gonna be no celebrity brand. It's not gonna be me and Snoop face on it. We're gonna put cartoon characters, Captain Ace, all these different characters, just like these other big companies been doing.
Model what works.
Yeah.
And then 100 years from now, when y'all are gone, just like we don't know who Mr. Post is, they won't know y'all. You know,
they won't.
But the cereal will be there, and your family will know, and they'll be taking care of it.
And when a lot of kids have been and grew up on this, and then we'll be able to take care of communities and cultures off of it.
Yeah.
Just thinking outside the box and adding diversity into the grocery store.
Where are you manufacturing it at? What state?
I mean, different places.
Oh,
Yeah. So we got national distribution with Post.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you already got that going with you. That's good, man. You're already making moves, you know? That's awesome. What's up, man?
What's up, boss?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. You remember me? We did the interview. Yeah. We did. Yep.
I'd like to talk to you about building that community around you. What are you up to, 7,000 or 8,000 members now, probably?
Well, we got 20,000 members.
Oh, yeah, so y'all are rolling.
Because the merger we did. But yeah, we got 20,000 members now in the community. So we can focus the main hub to be about business. But then when you have, we go to the skating rink and you see people, they family, they kids playing with my kids. Like, it ain't no different. So our kids is out here skating and everybody hanging out. The celebrities is here. Everybody here. The connection is what help us build outside of business. Then we can go do our learning stuff, focus on the business, but that relationship.
I think everything is about relationships. It don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
And so if you build them relationships, you could do anything. I tell people all the time, everybody want to do business, but let's build that relationship.
Yeah.
You build that relationship, then it's like, oh, that's my boy, let's go.
Yeah. Just because I love you. I like you. Yeah. I just like you as a person.
Yeah.
And I think, then we can be comfortable. But sometimes that even build confidence in people.
Yeah.
To know that you're a regular person, that I can actually shake your hand and have a conversation. That take everything a lot further. So that's one of the key things is that in building what we've been able to build, and then just the elements of how we build, from virtual to digital to in-person to high tech. It's so much that come on why you have those communities and why you build them.
They say we got 3 minutes. I'm gonna get some water. You guys need anything? Me and you are up
I'm
first.
Good.
Yep. Yeah, I'll come back and get you in just a second though.